Hey guys, Matt the Greeter. Alright. Forgot my earplugs, so my voice is obscenely loud in the helmet. Gotta be careful on this road. They're doing some construction, so we got a lot of that real fine stuff. You could probably, I don't know if you can see it on the GoPro. Trust me, man, it's there. Wanted to do a little follow-up on a video from a little while ago about the song They Sail with Dragons. So I heard the song. I released the video talking about it. As you may recall, it was from the perspective of an Irish monk who was forced to the cliffs to hide or try to protect the treasures of the church back then and avoid the Viking maraudings. I'm talking like Captain Kirk here. Many unexplainable pauses. So as it would turn out, I couldn't find the song anywhere on the internet. I mean, I looked, obviously, YouTube, Googled, checked, all your major streaming services and this and that. Nowhere to be found. So I got to thinking, why don't I go to the I couldn't even get to the source because I didn't know who it was. So I thought, well, why don't I reach out to Celtic at WGBH.org, which is like how you get in touch with Brian O'Donovan, the host of A Celtic Sojourn. And I sent out an email, explained my situation. I said, but I can't find this song. I loved it. It was, it was really powerful and this and that, and I can't find it anywhere. And he got back to me twice. First he said, yeah, you're right. It is a difficult song to find. And then, in fact, he sent me a copy of the song, digitally, of course. And it was pretty cool. Otherwise, I wasn't going to be able to find it. Can I go that way? Well, that was exciting, huh? Anyway, never have I been down a cleaner street. Hey, this isn't even where I wanted to go. All right, let's start that again. Hey guys, Matt the Greeter here, cutting in front of this car because I'm not waiting any longer. I reached out to Brian O'Donovan. Enjoy that, by the way. There's your typical New England driving right there. Behind an undescribable machine. It's like you just describe it in the comments below. What was that thing? And yeah, all manner of substances. I got a bald back tire. So it's just it's no end to fun here. So and yeah, of course, probably a speed trap ahead. Anyway, now that I'm revitalized and re-energized, I reached out to Brian O'Donovan, the host of A Celtic Sojourn on WGBH Boston, and he got back to me and he sent me an MP3. It's Jack Harrison, They Sail with Dragons. I actually had the title correct, amazingly. It was from an album called Sailing with Dragons, which I think is a compilation maybe, and I can't find the album, which is totally fine, but because I have the song now. And it's as cool as I remember. It's a really cool song. And again, we've got Irish monks clinging to the cliffs. And so what was happening is, the Vikings knew that's where the treasure was. And they get them, kill the monks, do whatever, take all the treasure. But here's the unexpected consequence. So what are the monks trying to do, first of all? Let's think about this. They're hand copying the Bible by hand copying it, writing it down word for word, and sometimes illuminating, passages with pictures and beautiful things, and to try to retain copies of this, this amazing book. And the purpose of that, what's the purpose of the Bible? Well, it's a story of God, right? And creation of the universe and of mankind. And what man does on its own, what's up, dude? What man does on its own, which is fall apart and all your deadly sins. And then the great sacrifice of God's own Son, right? Gets brutalized and crucified, but then he smashes death and comes back to life, defying all odds, defying the statistics. Several trillion to death and 0 back to life. Well, here you got one, right? Destroys death forever. So now we don't have to live good. We don't have to be perfect, but we can just accept the sacrifice, give our hearts over, and there you have it, right? So, long story short, to try to turn sinners into saints. All of us born to sin, and some of us turn to saints. So you get these Vikings coming in, smashing and grabbing, murdering, kidnapping, anything you can imagine. Well, unintended consequence is several of them came to understand the God that those Christians knew. So what started out as a sin unintentionally turned some of those dudes into saints, right? And then we get Vikings, sort of taking what they like of culture, bringing their own things that they like, and assimilating and just leaving an impact that resonates to this day. So sometimes bad things happen. People, it's like if you find once in a while, you ever have somebody borrow like a book or borrow a CD and they never give it back? And then you find out years later that book or that CD, that band that you introduced them to all those years ago, the CD that they walked away with and never turned back, has become something that's kind of changed them musically, and they've become, like a musician or a writer or a great lover of literature that previously wouldn't have happened. So I'm upset over a $5 book or a $12 CD back in the day, but then here comes somebody that now I can communicate with. I can share a love and appreciation of literature and great bands. I think that's a fair trade. Now I know they didn't murder me to get the CD or the book, so like this is not a perfect metaphor. Oh, Robert Berry. Oh, he's got a lot to bury back there. Anyway, yeah, so it just got to thinking, like sometimes people just steal stuff from you. I wonder sometimes if any of that's gone on for good. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want people stealing stuff from me. I've lost some good stuff over the years. But I guess maybe instead of being upset about it, maybe I should just pray that whoever's got it becomes a big fan, and maybe they'll give it away to somebody and make another big fan, or maybe they'll just start a career doing something, or I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Does it make any sense? That can be rhetorical. Anyway, guys, Jack Harrison, They Sail with Dragons, from the album Sailing with Dragons. Thank you to Brian O'Donovan from Boston, WGBH, A Celtic Sojourn. Appreciate the time and the effort getting back to me multiple times. Then he sent me some links, by the way. Sent me some links where I could find other cool material just like that. So, I mean, talk about going above and beyond. You don't get that with a regular radio station, but you do get that with public radio sometimes. You know, especially around here in Boston. I don't know how it is where you are. Man, we got Eric Jackson, his jazz program. Give me a break. Good stuff. All right, guys. Matt the Greeter. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.